Hi guys, happy Juneteenth. It's Friday. Hope everybody's having a great Friday so far. Just was listening to the Diabolical Conquest album from Incantation, which I suggest to everyone. So anyway, I'm trying out this video blogging stuff because I do a lot of talking and writing and all of that anyway, so kind of combine the two, you know. Anyway, I know that I mentioned yesterday in my Poshmark post that I was going to talk a little more about what was going on there. So, I know a lot of you know I'm a Poshmark seller. I am labeled a Posh Ambassador, therefore meaning that basically I have great reviews, great ratings. I have a 4.9 out of 5 stars, 0.8 ship time. Or 0.8 day ship time. Not that it's that quick, but I get it out same or next day. My items are as described and everything. So as you start doing better in your sales on Poshmark, they will promote you to Posh Ambassador. And basically you get to do campaigns, which I spammed you guys with and all that good stuff. And it gives you like $5 in credit or here or there, some kind of Posh discount. So, anyway, I've been doing this for about a year, and, you know, I thought it was really nice because with me being sick right now, and with the kids being home for summer, it's kind of hard for me to really go get a job, especially with the sickness and everything. So I started doing Poshmark a year ago, kind of when I was still working at a summer job for some extra money, you know? And I have all these clothes because I'm a big thrift store garage sale person, and if it doesn't fit or I just don't wear it and my kids don't want it, then it goes on Poshmark. So anyway, my first experience with a returned item. Okay, so let me get this clear. This is just my experience and my opinion, so don't go run crazy with it and say, oh my God, that Hope chick, she was just talking so much smack about that Poshmark. It's not like that. I'm just sharing my opinion, my experience, and recommending you take it to heart if you're going to sell or buy on that site. So anyway, I was a Posh Ambassador. I was promoted some months back, and my first return comes after I've been promoted. Well, the person said I sent them like a 5-year-old girl's dress. It was Lily Pulitzer, if that means anything to anybody. I gave it to them for a great price. It was in excellent condition when I shipped it out, and I know that it was because I always check my stuff just to make sure. And fortunately, that has saved my ass a few times. So the lady that orders it gets the dress, and she immediately gets on Poshmark and starts telling them she wants to return the item because it is stained. Well, I checked, so there were no stains on there. I said, well, you must have stained it then. I'm sorry. I checked my items. I list it. If it's flawed, I will list there's a stain. And I just won't put it on there. But I'm not going to sit there and send somebody a stained or torn item on purpose because that just looks bad for me. And that just sucks when you get something and it doesn't turn out the way you expected. So anyway, I'm wondering, okay, well, where did the stain come from? I said, you know what? After arguing for a bit, I don't like to argue. I said, just send it back. And Poshmark approved it. All right, so I get it back about a week later. I opened the box. It's the same box I shipped it in. And the thank you card I sent was still in there. Unopened. Just like she didn't even do anything. I don't even think the little girl that she has tried it on. Nothing like that. So I opened the box. And lo and behold, there is a stain now that was not there before. And besides that, there is a stab mark through the dress. A stab mark that was not there before, because you know if it was, she would have complained about that. So I know that she did it. She stabbed my dress before sending it back, and was refunded because then I emailed Poshmark and I send them pictures and everything, explain the situation. And I'm just furious because that's just BS. And they did absolutely nothing about it. So I started looking into other people's stories that sell on Poshmark, and apparently that's something that happens once in a while to people that sell on there. People will order stuff, destroy it, send it back, and complain it was your fault. Well, I'm not cool with that. What if I sell somebody an item for like 80 bucks and it's really good quality or name brand or whatever it is they're looking for, and then they send it back to me screwed up and I can't resell it? Fortunately, this little girl's dress I was able to give to my friend Steph's daughter, and she loved it even though it was stabbed through, which is the beauty of children. They don't really mind that stuff that much at that age. But this lady sure did, so much so that she stabbed through the dress. And Poshmark did nothing for me. They did nothing. They didn't even honor me with a response to the email. And apparently they don't for a lot of the people that this has happened to, from what I have heard and read. All right, so yesterday I get a complaint, and I've had a few returns because I get it. If you order something and it doesn't fit, or if it just doesn't turn out the way you wanted it. Honestly, if you're ordering online, especially from a resale shop, you should probably just realize you're taking a risk. That I've gotten stuff from Poshmark that smelled like a cigarette ashtray or had an undisclosed hole on it. And I still gave them 4 to 5 stars. I let them know about those things, but I did not return the item. I did not cuss them out or bitch at them or make a big deal. I just let them know, hey, there was this, but otherwise I love it. Because I'm not a dick. Most of the time. So yesterday I received a return on a dress I shipped out the other day. Of course, I checked the dress before sending it to make sure there's no stains, rips, tears, threads coming loose, anything that somebody might want to make a case about. Well, I get on there and they want to return this dress. It's just a long, flowy summer dress from BB or whatever that store's called. I'm so bad with this brand stuff, especially name brands. So I get this complaint, and she says this dress had a huge hole in it. I said, well, it didn't when I sent it out. And I'm sorry for your inconvenience, but you know what? Just send it back. I can get it sewn up and find it a good home. She's like, well, I'm going to send it back because my boyfriend opened it for me, and he immediately noticed the hole. And I was thinking, how do you even know that that's true? How do you know that she didn't try it on, rip it, and then get pissed and be like, oh shit, oh fuck, what am I gonna do? Well, I told her to send it back. It was approved. I haven't gotten it yet, but I'll be checking to see what may have been done. I've had some successful returns where the people returned it, no spots or anything, and that's the way it should be. But what really bothers me is that Poshmark does not investigate this stuff to try to find out if it's a habitual returner, if it's somebody who's done these things before, that have had complaints on them before. And they don't even glorify your struggle as a seller who is making money for them with a response. They can't even say, oh, sorry, we don't feel like doing shit about this, but thanks for your email. They do nothing. So I feel as a seller, so Poshmark's free to list and to sell on. You don't have to pay like you do with eBay, or I think Amazon might do that too. I've never sold on Amazon or eBay, so I don't know. But there's no charge. Mercari has no charge for selling on there either. However, when you make a sale, they take a good chunk of money out of your pocket. So if I sell something on Poshmark for $13, I'm getting anywhere from $7 to $9 of that. And I understand that, I guess they're taking their cut. But as the people who are making money for you, as the seller, you guys need to back your sellers up, man. Come on. If your seller sends you something and says that their dress was destroyed and you know that it was done by the customer who would have bitched about it if it was there like that before they stabbed it, then you know, I don't know if I want to sell for you. You're not having my back as a seller. I know that the customer is always right and yada, yada, yada. But when there's that blatantly something wrong, you need to back your people up. They're making you the money. Come on, man. It's not that hard. At least look into their complaints. Don't just dismiss it as, oh, this person's just being a bitch today. It's frustrating. And I mean, I've been doing this, like I said, for almost a year and encouraging other people to get started in it. And now I'm seeing the really ugly side of it. And I haven't tried Mercari. I made a Mercari account once. It lasted for about an hour until I figured out that I just didn't want to go through reposting everything again. It would be a huge hassle. But I might go to Mercari now because I'm about to cut ties with Poshmark. So that's my Poshmark story. As a buyer, you need to watch out if you're buying off Poshmark because there are people who are not honest about things. I try to specifically put flaws on there. So if there's a hole in it and I know about it, or a stain and I know about it, or if it runs small or large, I will put that on there because I am a top rated seller. That's not going to look good on me if I'm selling shitty clothing and not disclosing it beforehand. But, so yeah, that's my experience with that. And as a buyer, watch out because you'll get people who sell things and they are stained or have holes or smell like a cigarette ashtray. And, I mean, I guess you can return it and say, you know, this is wrong with it, but it just kind of sucks when you're looking forward to getting an item and it turns out nothing like what you thought it would. So, I mean, I don't mind people returning things because it didn't fit right or they just didn't end up liking it. But when they destroy it before they send it back, or when you know there was no hole or stain on it and it suddenly is there, what do you think? Okay, so that's enough about Poshmark. I have put a lot of time into that, so it's just kind of really irking me. But, yeah, I hope everyone's having a good Friday. I know that it's Juneteenth, and I hope that everybody has an idea at least what that is. If not, you should read up on it. Summer solstice is coming up, so happy summer solstice. And Father's Day, too, so happy Father's Day, all you cool fathers out there. And the mothers who are fathers, and grandpas who are fathers, and stepdads who are fathers, and all that good stuff. Happy Father's Day. So yeah, I'm going to start trying to do this more often and just kind of talk about random things. If anybody has something they're interested in, please let me know. I talk a lot about music in real life, so definitely will be some music stuff there. And I'm sure that when my kids are around, they're going to get on here too, because that's just what they do. But Zoe is at her grandparents' for the day, and Mally is over there too for the day. They're probably going kayaking because they have kayaks over there. I'm kind of jealous. Anyway. But yeah, so when they're here, they'll be on here most likely because that's just what they do. So I don't know if you have topics, any music you want to discuss. I'm always open to ask for music suggestions, particularly metal and punk, because that's kind of my forte. But yeah, for today, I recommend Diabolical Conquest album by Incantation for sure. But I don't know, I actually just like most of Incantation stuff, but that's the one I'm on today. And Decimate Christendom I might check out later too, because one of my favorite Incantation songs. I'm like, ah. But yeah, so let me know what you guys want to talk about. I'll be around. I've been on my treatment, so I don't go anywhere much. And my anxiety is like always running wild, but I figure this is a good way to feel like I'm communicating with people and making a use out of my talking, even if it's nothing that's really beneficial to anybody. But yeah, have a great Friday, guys. And I don't know when the next time I'll do this is, but hopefully in a couple days or so. All right, peace. Happy Juneteenth.